Hello, and welcome to the series preview of Child Life 101. My name is Katie Taylor. I am a certified child life specialist and the host and founder of Child Life On Call. Over the past almost 7 years, we have been doing this podcast, and it has been incredible the amount of parents that we have had come on and share their stories about what they're going through with the sole purpose of having other families feel less alone in their journey. And I could not feel more honored or privileged to continue to do this every single week for you all. Along the road and the journey, though, we've picked up that more than just parents are listening to Child Life on Call. We have child life specialists listening to Child Life on Call, healthcare professionals, nurses, techs, students, medical students. Child Life on Call is being used in a variety of syllabus in universities and graduate programs across the country. So, as that kind of audience continues to grow and expand, we wanted to expand some of the content that we're bringing you on the podcast as well. So, to kind of just give you a teaser preview, Child Life 101 is going to be a 10-week series in which we tackle some of the biggest topics in child life. Over the next 10 weeks, we'll be exploring everything in the world of child life, sharing best practices, personal stories, and practical tips for individuals who want to learn more about child life practice and how we interact with kids and families in the hospital. So, whether you are a parent who has a child who's receiving medical treatment, or a child life specialist, or a healthcare professional, or anywhere in between, Child Life here at Child Life 101, we want to have this podcast series be directly to you to kind of give you some more insight about the field. Now, I want to have the caveat saying that I am one child life specialist who practices in one specific way, but there are so many ways to do things. I will also be the first person to admit that there are way smarter people who have conducted so much research to add to our profession, and I will do my best to cite when it is appropriate and leave you with links and resources. But I hope that you just bear with me, and I will be open to feedback that you provide on some things that I don't get right all of the time, because like I said, I'm a human and I just appreciate that feedback so we can continue to grow and learn and change and adapt and edit as we need to. So, what are we going to cover in this series? We'll cover topics ranging from the basics of child life to some of the more, advanced interventions that we do with families during medical experiences. And so, I will take some of the old podcast episodes that we've had when it's appropriate and sprinkle them into the episodes. And so, whether you're a professional or you're a parent, we're going to have something for you that will connect you to the field. Now, you may be wondering, what is child life if you have never heard of child life before? And we are going to cover that topic in the first week. So, next week, as we get kicked off, we're going to talk about all things child life and how we become the professionals, how we get into the field, what makes us stay in the field, where we work, and all of those different things. We want to do a few things when we present the next 10-week series. First of all, we want to bring you interesting and engaging topics that are going to resonate with you no matter who you are when you're listening. The second thing is we want this to be an open conversation. So DM on Instagram, send us an email at hello@childlifeoncall.com. Hashtag us in Child Life 101. We're going to be looking at and hopefully interacting with you on a personal level throughout this 10-week series. And for those of you who are like, I hope that they're not going to get rid of the normal episodes, no, those are going to continue to come out as they normally do every Wednesday. And we will be posting these podcast series episodes on Mondays. So the first week, you can expect what is child life. I already told you that. The second week, Child Life 101 is going to be all about procedure support. Week 3 is difficult conversations with kids. Week 4, preparing kids for procedures. Oh boy, do we get this question a lot. Week 5 is going to be my personal favorite, all about empowering parents, which I think is the big sweet spot for expanding and enhancing child life. Week 6, we're going to be talking about some of the digital resources that are available to both child life specialists and parents. Week 7, we'll be talking a little bit about child life entrepreneurship and private practice. So we get these questions all the time about how are you working as a child life specialist outside of the field? So we'll tackle that. Week 8 is going to be family-centered care and how that integrates into what we do for hospitals as child life specialists. Week number 9 is going to be the child life tips. And then week 10 is going to be how you can support child life programs. Really, child life programs need your support for so many reasons. And that can come from just asking about it, doctors and asking if they have a child life specialist. And so I'm not going to go too much into it, but that will be a closer. And there may be a fun little surprise in that episode too. So every week, you'll be able to find a blog post that will tackle what we've talked about on the podcast. But we hope that you come in and listen, and that this is kind of a fun new series for those who are more interested in the in-depth parts of what we do. So thank you so much for being here. I couldn't be more excited to come on video and do this with you all. This is out of my comfort wheel. I'm usually like in my hoodie, crouched up in a little position while I'm recording the episodes, wiping tears from my eyes. And so I put on makeup for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy that. Okay, I am looking forward to it. You can catch the podcast every Monday for the next 10 weeks, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And we are so excited to come on this new journey with you. One last thing that I did want to pop on and ask is that it means a lot to us when you write a review for our podcast. It means a lot to the parents who share their stories. It means that other parents can get access to parent stories and learn more about how to positively impact their child's medical experience. So if you haven't, leaving a review, writing just a few words about what the podcast means to you means a lot to us and goes a long way in helping more families understand that this resource exists. Okay, I will see you here next week for week 1 of Child Life 101.